Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Hello, folks. What's good? This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And that's what I try to accomplish with each broadcast here. My name is Kev, and yeah, man, life is interesting. I would tell you this much. Let me give a shout out to the two comments that are in the chat already. Bill Brad, you are the early bird, man. Really appreciate you for, you know, you're like the all time leader of early bird. So, hats off to you, brother. Yeah, we also got Christopher the Conqueror in the building. Yeah, so as do me a favor, people. Whether you are watching me in real time or you're part of the replay gang, please on your way in, hit that like button. I mean, that is the cheapest and freest thing you can do. Just hit that like button, or you can hit the dislike button, as some people do during these shows. Let me check. Oh, all right. We got 5 likes and we have one dislike. I must have really pissed somebody off to put a dislike up before I even start talking. And that is okay. That is okay because for that inaugural dislike, I have a PSA for you. So, be right back.
A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Seek help. And I don't take our mental health lightly. And there's been some examples of how man's mental health can go awry. But this is the perfect month for it, for to approach this as a serious matter because we look at June as so many other things, and since we only have like 3 days left, let me remind you that this month was mental health month, and how much like nobody fucking cares about it. I mean, it's that's some serious shit right there. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a little discussion. Just keep mindful of the scroll ticker across the bottom of that screen right there. Like, share, subscribe. Cash App is displayed twice constantly throughout the night. BMBBH for life. To go ahead and support the stream. Uh, you know, um, Dr. Thunder, shout out to him, calls it Sandwich Gang. I don't know what to call it now, but I mean, I just call it support. Man, the reason why I say that, I'm on day 4 my watermelon fast. I've made it 4 whole days of eating nothing but consuming nothing but watermelon. So I have lost a few pounds because of that. So I'm not saying that kind of thing is for everybody because quite frankly, I'm tired of eating watermelon. Like it kind of sucks right now. I mean, because every time I smell food cooking in the kitchen, I'm just like, damn, that shit's starting to smell a lot better. So I mean, you got to have some type of will to get through something like that. And then I got one more day. I might even go through Saturday. Uh, and continue to do this watermelon fast. But when I break it, I know I'm gonna have to be careful because anything that I eat outside of watermelon, I mean, that isn't light. Like if I go back into eating like chicken sandwiches and stuff, I know I'm gonna get really sick. So, yeah. So just kind of root for your boy here. I mean, it's if you want to, feel some a certain amount of wellness in that, then hey, that is, then try something crazy like that. But I am, I would say, 10 pounds from my goal weight loss, and now I just decided, hey, you know what? My target weight, I should, just go ahead and lose 20 more pounds. Then that'll cut me up quite a bit. Like I said, if I maintain that, shoot, I can go into the age of 50 strong, which was the goal, to be a healthy 50-year-old walking around here. So my daughter can have me around for, a few more years. You know how that is. Life is finite. Our day is coming no matter what no matter how you may see, how you may see it, all our time is coming one day. So live it up, live it to the fullest. That's all I'm gonna say. And don't worry about the small things. You let me worry about small things. But I don't wish that on anybody who tunes into this program. Yeah. So Prof Days, what's good? So let me get some shout outs. First off, shout out to the replay gang. You are so important to the continuation of this channel. I mean, I hope you understand and realize how important you are to the continuation of this channel. You help that algorithm. Your presence helps bring more eyes to this channel, which is what we need because black men's narratives and black men's voices have to be reinforced. And I just, of all the content creators, I mean, there's very few of us who are for that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look in on some of these other content creators. These motherfuckers are so gone, it's ridiculous. And I'll explain that in a second. So let me give a shout out to the members of the channel. You guys are excellent for supporting me. If you haven't joined the channel, you can for just $2.99 per month. Okay, of your hard-earned money can go to supporting and being a member of Real by Association. All right. So yeah, so our membership is Greg, Aaron P, Bill Brad, Prof Days, Indigo Flow, The Builders Table, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, D Scott, excuse me, Yamcha 11, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Blue Marble 9, Detroit 313, A Sower of Seed, Black Light Revelations 2, Revelator, The Spirit of Variance, and Forever Blessed. Thank you guys for your support from month to month. Really appreciate that shit. And like I said, if you want to become a member yourself, go ahead and join the channel. It's only $2.99 per month. Would be greatly appreciated. Uh, yeah. Also, shout out to the moderators for not abusing your wrenches and keeping it a buck. Uh, also, let's see, and all the live chat participants. And let me clarify something real quick on who the habitual line steppers are. For those of you who listen and you hear me say, long live the habitual line steppers, you hear Roger say, long live the habitual line steppers. Let's be clear as to who we're talking about. We're talking about a base group of 5 people. Now, there are audience members, there are panel participants that, we consider habitual line steppers as well. But the main five is as follows: the Roger Report Live, YAS4W, Sister George. Some of you may know her from the Breakdown of Woman's Perspective. Darth Skater 7, who is not even a part or near the Black Manosphere, but he's been our homie for a while. He's the I like to call him the trained killer. I mean, the dude is a whole Marine, and he's been in the thick of it. And last but definitely not least, myself, Black Men Being Brutally Honest. Uh, so yeah, those are the habitual line steppers. So once again, I'm gonna say, long live the habitual line steppers. You know, thank you guys for being crew. I would say. Yeah. So I'm looking around YouTube. I see a couple videos. I mean, the presidential debate. Man, let me put on a little music. Like talking around music. The presidential debate that just happened. What I like to call the dumpster fire. Like, oh my god! Like, I mean, look, these dudes are old as fuck. They are old as fucking shit. Like, I mean, this has got to be the oldest presidential race I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've only been around for nearly 50 years, so I mean, it might have been an older presidential race, somewhere along the way, but it'll be in the history books. But I'm like, damn. I mean, like, even if you rather have Biden and Trump and people like saying dumbass shit like, oh, I'd rather vote for Hunter Biden's laptop than to vote for Donald Trump. I mean, like, it's like, even if you don't like Trump, saying dumb shit like that, you can't be serious. You can't be. So I mean, I just want to, I don't know, I just want to ask people and try to understand where this dumbass logic comes from. I mean, dude, like, the way Biden looked like a bowl of oatmeal. That motherfucker ain't gonna last for years. Everybody knows. But if y'all want your first woman president, probably vote for Biden again. Biden is likely to probably win the election again. Fix was in like the last time, but don't quote me on that. Entertainment purposes, I'm not gonna make glaring accusations. All I know is where I lived at, what I seen, was the media narrative. So that you forgot, you didn't miss shit. You would have spent your whole time like, huh? I mean, people saying one side of it. Oh, you say I'm borging out? Oh shit! Let me get a little closer to the microphone. No, what I'm by this muffling your sound, Kevin. Okay, can y'all hear me better now? Can y'all hear me better now? Maybe I need to take out the noise. Okay, let me see. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully it'll stop borging now. Yeah, but
probably hear everything that's going on in the room. So the cats start running around. You hear the pitter patter of little cat feet. But yeah, me neither, Chris. Me neither. I couldn't. Uh, I couldn't watch that shit for nothing, man. It's just like I would. Larry Ledger, what's going on? Like I peeked in one time and I was just like, this is sad. This is fucking sad. You sound a bit louder but muffled. Come on, stop fucking with me like this. Hold up, let me see you turn down the gain a little bit. Turn this up. Turn this up. Okay, all right. Let's say you're good now. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, that was embarrassing. If these are our two choices, I mean, shoot, I think I was right in saying who I was voting for. Yeah, but let me let me look in on myself real quick just to see how the sound is coming out. Uh, yeah. So I mean, just bear with me for a moment. Those of you who are, oh, okay, you saying I'm better, Andre? Okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, shit. If you vote for Biden, good luck. That's all I can say. Yeah, man. So, yeah, Revelator Spirit of Variance says Biden clearly didn't win that debate. This is essentially a major setback for him. No matter what his campaign does, it's only going to be worse for him for the next 5 months. Yeah. If there's any time for the Republicans to exploit a weakness, this is the time. I'll say that. Yeah. So like I said, man, this debate was nothing to sneeze at. It was awful. I mean, I'm sure that everybody's gonna be making fun of him, making fun of Joe Biden. Some people dipped in and dipped out. I wonder did they come in just to press dislike? Let me see. Okay, I got 10 likes. And my other 2 live stream, I already got a dislike. Well, I tell you the truth. That's gotta be the same person. It's gotta be the same person. It's gotta be. I mean, somebody definitely has it in for me. And that's okay because every Sunday you can bring your ass up here, hit the link, and tell me what the fucking problem is. I mean, that's just what it is at the end of the day. I mean, he said, I didn't expect Biden to do any worse than what he did. And that's pretty sad that you actually expected him to do bad. I mean, shoot. I think that we like the Democrats should come up with a stronger candidate than Joe Biden. They really need to start considering their options because I don't think they believe in Harris just yet. I don't think. Yeah, someone is making a conscious effort. Yeah, somebody is making a conscious effort to hit dislike every fucking time. Because I'm like, I haven't even started it. Like, one stream is on Saturday, the other stream is on Sunday. Like, what the fuck? I mean, okay, but I mean, I guess they didn't like the public service announcement. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and do this for them real quick.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn. They must really like that video. They must really like that video. But yeah, let me start talking about this bullying thing before I get too off kilter. We're almost 20 minutes into this, and let me share the screen. Yeah. Yeah, for that Ibmore guy, don't think I ain't listened to that bullshit you said the other day. But don't worry, I'm gonna make it real slow and real painful. You know, I'm not gonna be done with somebody in one broadcast. But yeah, so how poetic. Let me make that a little bit bigger. How poetic that I would, make a show about bullying and, the show's topic is bullying the threat, unnecessary evil. Yeah, because sometimes this is something that has to happen. Like, bullying really is a lost art. I mean, yeah, we've turned into a bunch of crybabies as of late. And yeah, I have to make sure that I get this context right so people won't take it the wrong way. But let's put up a definition because this is what most people are going to go by when you hear something about bullying of any kind. And let me see, put a one in the chat if you've ever, I mean, and I understand that black men, this is not something that they like to unpack just like a lot, because not even in these spaces that you want to ever say that you were bullied before. But I mean, I was bullied. I was bullied when I was younger. I mean, it's nothing that, it's no sweat off my back. I mean, before high school, I was 5 foot even, 95 to 100 pounds. I mean, that would have made me an easy target in public schools. I mean, but I'm not so like hurt and devastated to where, it just affected me. I mean, it had a positive effect psychologically. I would say that, it taught me that I had to be ready for just about any damn thing. But let me read this definition of bully. A person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable, which is pretty accurate. Seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce someone perceived as vulnerable. Let's see. So what is the Wikipedia definition? Bullying. Bullying is the use of force, coercion, hurtful teasing, or threat to abuse, aggressively dominate, or intimidate. The behavior is often repeated and habitual. Oh. Speaking of habitual, one essential prerequisite is the perception of an imbalance of physical or social power. This imbalance distinguishes bullying from conflict. Okay, so this topic was suggested by Sun is Hot Rock. He asked it in the form of question: Is bullying justified when bullying is perceived? When a bully perceives someone as a threat. It's basically saying that, I guess he was talking about bullying the bully or whatever. But is bullying a problem in our community? Yes. I mean, I can think of all kinds of bullies, that and bully archetypes. I mean, you have the gang member, which is by far one of the, I mean, some of the gang members are hood and they are a product of their environment, but a lot of gang members are just insecure men who can't hold their own. They need a group of men to back them up, I would say, to fight their battles for them or to help them fight their battles. One thing I learned is, like, I would say I spent a while as kind of a loner, is that, I can't get anybody to fight my battles for me. And why would I want to? I mean, why would I want to burden anybody else with that kind of shit? Okay, so let me read these. That's a mental issue. That person needs serious help. Oh, okay. You're talking about the one who keeps pressing dislike? Yeah. Biden's weakness was on full display tonight. They were definitely perfect freeze frame moments where he created himself. He said, damn, I was hoping you and BGS was going to piece it up. LOL. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, for him to say that this thing has been going on for like a year and a half, I mean, like, I would say that would probably be completely inaccurate. But if it's been going on for a year and a half, it's been going on with him. I only perceived it as a minor setback. I mean, if he wants to say what it is, maybe he always felt that way, or maybe he felt that way he said a year and a half, though. I mean, the smoke show has been going on since last year, and I wouldn't say at all it's been a year and a half, but I mean, whatever the fuck that shit came from. But said facts. If you fight that guy, you're fighting his friends as well every time. That's not a man at all. Yeah, it's not. And then some people carry that kind of mentality over to their adulthood. And like I said, there's all kinds of bullying archetypes. Another bully archetype I would say is the random police officer. Now, I might have to go in NAWALT, if the NAWALT fallacy, because the thing is, though, even though you might perceive cops as being bullies, bullies with badges and guns, like what's going to happen? What is going to happen if somebody breaking your house or somebody beating your ass or some shit like that, or rob you or something? The first people you're going to call are the police. Man said, "What up, Kev? I'm a government worker. What up, Yum Chill 11? Uh, one of the members. He said, I'm a government worker, so I have to back Trump. I slept through it. Oh, you talking about the debate? Yeah, man. That debate was atrocious, man. I mean, I don't know if anybody. I mean, if Trump won, it's not a victory that he should be proud of, man. That like Biden seemed like he was dozing off, like, and I'm just watching like other people's YouTube videos, like just like they might have been a little one sided in their journalism, so I have to go back and actually try to put myself through watching it. But the times I tuned in, I'm like, nah, I just went ahead and just started binge watching old episodes of Dexter. I was like, yeah, let me just keep doing this. But it like shit. I mean, this country is in trouble. It really is. I mean, personally, I'm tired of paying the bills are much higher, the food is much higher. I mean, shit, inflation. Tell me how I can keep more money in my pocket. They both dodge questions like Trump dodged the draft. Yeah. Because what both parties are relying on, from what I can see, are their sycophant followers. People who ride with them no matter what. So they didn't really have to try. They didn't really have to try. People are going to follow Biden, or people are going to follow Trump no matter what. And that's what it'll be. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting that when it comes election day. Okay, say, man, it was that bad. Yeah, it was that bad. Christopher the Conqueror said Trump will win because only Biden and the Democrats are so fucking terrible. You have to vote the terrible Republicans. I won't be voting if these are the choices. Okay, I mean, I won't knock you for that. You can definitely make the choice to do whatever you want to do as far as that. Now I'm trying to Kev, yeah, haters because your content is what they want it to be. Not a flip. You're not a flip flopper like everyone else, especially that Ilmore dude. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you gotta ask who else you're gonna pick, it shows how fucked up we are as a nation. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, like I said, that was very sad to look at. I mean, I've never been so unexcited for a presidential election. It's just that I don't know. I just want to see if Trump wins, and I'm just gonna say this. I just want to see the long faces of people who called me a coon for not liking Biden. Biden was nah, nigga. Cut that fucking shit out. Now, looking in on a couple of content creators. Willie D put out this video. I guess he did a real quick live stream on how Biden won. Like, his title was like Biden won the debate by a landslide. And like the little bit I looked in on, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? And then like I saw Roland Martin already trying to do the black, the black. You know what I'm saying? With black people, support, And I mean, like, look, if you're on the side of black folks, I'm good. But it seemed to me like, when the questions concerned the black community, it was black people, then it was black women. It was nothing about black men, nothing. And that's one of that's one of the things I look for in a presidential candidate. Seriously, any politician. What agenda is there that's going to be best suited for black men? Well, what agenda is going to be put out there so black men can have something? And I didn't hear that from either candidate, unless I missed like I didn't watch the whole debate. But all I did was I looked in on the question about black people. All they said was black people, then black women. Nothing for black men. And I mean, like, I don't think we should be looking for it anymore. I think that what we need to do is we need to create the shot for ourselves as black men. Yeah, Willie D has turned out to be such a disappointment. Willie D getting old. He turning into one of them what y'all like to call old niggas. I call him an old rapper, somebody who contributed to causing a problem. Now he want to sit up there and be apologetic. I mean, mostly because I think he has a daughter. Therefore, you know how that is. I mean, you know how the girl dads are. See, I have a daughter too, but I'm not the I have a daughter, therefore, like everybody else, with daughters is. I'm a dad with a daughter. I'm not a girl dad, So fuck them niggas for saying that shit. Uh, say we can't afford wafflers here anymore. We can't. You're absolutely correct. Bullying either makes you a stronger person or can turn you into a broken man who's hell bent on revenge. You know, that's when they started talking that bullshit. Like, oh man, you still mad about what happened in high school? I mean, no, I mean, it's kind of a process where you can become forged in fire as well. So, bullying isn't a bad thing. So, is bullying a necessary evil? I mean, is bullying truly a iron sharpens iron type deal? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but bullying isn't the same thing in 2024 as it was in, I would say, 1984, because in those times you were actually forced to fight back. The thought of killing someone over a fight was very alien to us. It was very strange sounding, and it was like we would have never thought about, oh, okay, I got my ass whooped, I got to take a gun and shoot this motherfucker or something like that. No, but what you were encouraged, like even by the media standards, what you were encouraged to do was to go somewhere, hit a gym, work out, and then come back and then stick it to the bully. Because see, bullies, by the definition that I got on the screen, are weak men or weak boys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be trying to give people wedgies and stuff them in lockers when you're age 20 or something like that. I mean, but bullying can manifest in different forms as well. We say it's sad that dudes are demurring to the women and saying what they gonna do. Nigga, what are we gonna do as black men? That's the real question. Yeah. 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 I mean, the first thing these niggas do when they go to the voting booth is look at their woman. And then, you got you got so many, you got certain people like a Joy Reid or Simone Sanders, that hate the difference of opinion from certain black men, but in the same breath would suggest that black men need to get in line with black women and vote Democrat. So I'm glad to see a lot of black men saying "fuck you." And speaking of that, I looked in on the Amazing Lucas. Amazing Lucas got mad because, I guess a caller suggested one of Neely Fuller's books to him, and he became irate and started going off and started talking about how stupid black men are and niggas don't read, which I mean, the niggas don't read part I have to agree with, because I even came up here and say, I don't give a fuck about reading all that shit y'all read. You know what I'm saying? I even came up here and said that one time. But I mean, he's like, well, I'm about to ban black men. I'm about to ban black men. Like, just the opportunistic fucking piece of shit. Like, just wow. just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna punch down on black men so I can get my viewership up. So that's what I see a lot of content creators. That's what I've seen the media always do. I mean, it's just that this whole is okay. Say I became the shit on black men channel tomorrow. I was very abrasive on black men. I was trying to disguise it as iron sharpens iron. I probably would get a more massive audience. It'll be a very superficial audience because people would no longer care about me. They'll just care about what I'm saying, to feed their insecurities. So yeah, I'm about to blame black men from this because black men niggas. Like, I was like, oh my god, this son of a bitch. Like, yeah, okay. Nub Glory says any black American man who needed to watch the debate to come to a decision on whether to support Trump or Biden is clueless. Biden flooding the zone with illegals is enough to vote for Trump. Oh, okay. All right, you said it. Our best move is create our own shot. Yeah. It's to create TNC and red. Yeah, it's to create our own shot. Ain't nobody. Black men need to get used to the idea that nobody is coming to save us. Nobody is. Nobody. And people would rather try to attempt to do this bullshit that I got on the screen. They'd rather try to bully us into submission instead. And it's a very weak ass attempt because black men are finally saying this to everybody. you know, and I don't mind it at all. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. So, man, I'm hungry. Shit. I mean, every time I get hungry, I be thinking about all that watermelon I've been eating, and it's just like, damn, I wish I can eat something that had some more solid. But you know, I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. Jay, everything. What's good? Got around. Check your cash app. I jumped on Sunday. Okay. You said check my cash app. Word. Very generous of you, man. I appreciate that. With the 80. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Holy. Yeah, very generous of you, man. Thank you for the cash app. Let me do something for you real quick. We're gonna do a little wacky D. Yeah, there you go. Shoot. I really appreciate that, man. That's a blessing, bro. Shoot, let me give you Mike Tyson, give y'all something to laugh at as well.
Nothing to do with it. Just innocent people.
Yeah, so thank you for that cash app, man. Really appreciate it, man. For real. Lucas got that only black man on camp. Yeah, absolutely. There can be only one. There can that is the dumbest fucking shit. Like for real. Like the way he was just like, I guess he want to do this whole dragging black men thing. I'm gonna prove that I read all these books and I'm proving I'm the smartest in the room, bro. No, nigga, you're trying too fucking hard. You're trying way too hard. Let me read a few books so I can show y'all how this shit is done. Seriously. Also, Kev, MSNBC just ran an article attacking the Black Manosphere and other black social media content creators. Article essentially said that the space is against Democrats and black. Oh God, let me see if I see. That's the kind of shit I be talking about. Let me look it up. Like you know, and we say that, and people keep saying that no one cares about the Black Manosphere. So, I mean, shit. And then like, what do they do? They bring up Andrew Tate again. Shoot. Darius Jackson try to shame. I don't see anything. I mean, if you know where that article is, you can put the link in the chat. You know, you put the link in the chat because like we here at the Black Manosphere, we get blamed for just about everything that's going wrong in social media, and people won't look at the other problematic spaces in YouTube or anything. And you know, that's fine because I mean, I want black men to see how we get treated when we speak out of turn. That is all there is to it. I want us to see it. I want our eyes wide the fuck open. Because when you're not submitting to this, when you're not submitting to the bitch, then that's how they treat you. Yeah. But don't let Yamcha 11 be by himself on that Cash App. You know, just Cash App is on the screen. I mean, you want to throw something in the pot, go right ahead. And, so let's see. Nub Glory, I'm not surprised. It's going to ramp up to the next couple of months. Oh, they going to destroy Biden. And, you're going to have these, black people, these Negro spiritual motherfuckers, like they used to call me every time every time I tell somebody I'm from Alabama, like they would come in, oh, we got to vote Democrat because they black and black. And it's like, okay, well, why, if we're so black, why aren't we thinking in the best interest of our people? Yeah. Lucas knows it's profitable to shit on black men. Who was that guy, Sharon Bracey? That guy, like he just came out of nowhere and he just like, shits on black men. And now he's got a large audience. And I mean, it's full of women. It's full of women. He's one of these guys right here.
Man, that's a female.
Yeah. He's one of them guys. My belief is this. If you're online and you participate in these conversations, you are subject to anything, man or woman. Don't cut your nuts off to spite your manhood. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got to do that, especially in a conversation. Dudes act like they can't say anything they want to these broads and still get positive results. This shit's dumb as fuck. I mean, so it's politically acceptable to shit on black men. Black women are outrageous. They have been for a while. All races know it. LOL. They just don't speak on it. Yeah, but they're afraid to speak on it because they're going to be accused of being racist. That's the first go-to. Racist. Compassionate and callous. What's good? Oos. Yeah, man. But okay, I'm supposed to be talking about bullying. That's what I'm supposed to be talking about. Shit, let me check my likes and dislikes. That shit probably went up. Shit. I'm supposed to be talking about bullying and how necessary and bullying is, and I gotta say, you know, I have a girl. My child is a girl, so you know, I'm not gonna be like the guy that says that, you know. I'm not gonna be the guy that says, oh, okay, go ahead and bully these motherfuckers, because you know, because everybody, when they thinks about their own child, you know, they're not gonna want to hear something like this. I mean, so I would say more so, parents, this is in your fucking hands. Yeah. Okay, my stuff ain't loading right now. So yeah, let me Andre put the link in the chat. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull that up. They say they aren't talking about the Black Manosphere. They're talking about Candace Owens, Fresh and Fit, and the Breakfast Club. Yeah, Fresh and Fit say black people in America are stupid. So as far as rolling with a Fresh and Fit, I don't like if they want to uphold those guys as Black Manosphere or whatever, or Manosphere, you know, I would say they're more so the mainstream Manosphere. I mean, that, as they say, you know, the because they, every time you hear Manosphere, they talk about Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, you know, just and they always throw in just pearly things. They always do that. They always throw in just pearly things. So let me look up this article real quick, cause like, hey, black men, you need to fight the fuck back, bro. Like, just fight the fuck back. Just one motherfucker. I mean, if anybody is likely to stand up for what we believe in, yeah, they're the other manosphere, because you know they don't want to claim us. I mean, when they was getting into it with Abba and Priest, they was throwing up that manosphere shit like a motherfucker. Oh, we are the manosphere. You don't want to fuck with us. Who remembers that when they first got into it with Abba and Preach? Let's see. Okay. I see I gained a sub tonight. So whoever that is, I appreciate your support. Because I mean, like, I've been having subs drop off, and I'm not blaming the shadow ban or they're just dropping subs. That's clearly, you know, because I've expressed a view about certain folks. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen once again. So I'm show the article that Andre put in the chat. So okay. So it says influencers and popular podcasts fuel election disinformation among black voters. Report shows. Now, for all of the fear mongering and all of the fear mongering and everything, is just that they want you to know that they hate the podcasters because we are gaining influence. Okay, they said they did mention the Black Manosphere. Philip Scott did a broadcast on it. Oh, okay. Said they added the Shade Room. They also added the Shade Room for some reason. And the Shade Room is oppositional to the Black Manosphere. They're very oppositional. They've been, quite frankly, they've been always oppositional to black men. They always sneaking hate and such. Like, it's pathetic. Said at least 40 million Americans may regularly targeted and fed disinformation within black online spaces by a host of sources across social media, fueling false information around the election, according to a new report published Tuesday. That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit. Now this is right here. It's like this is the media bullying. I mean, this is a form of bullying too. But like I said, black men, you gotta learn how to fight back, brothers. You gotta learn how to fight back. Touted as the first deep dive into understanding disinformation targeting Black America, the report published by Onyx Impact. Who the fuck is Onyx Impact? A nonprofit organization working to combat disinformation within the Black community. For real? So who say we needed the? Okay, let's see who Onyx Impact is. Who runs Onyx Impact? Sosa Osa. Sounds like, what do y'all call a tether? Like one of those overused words in these spaces. Sosa Osa. Let me see if I can see who that is. It's Sosa Osa. It's Sosa Osa. Who is that? Images. Oh yeah. Oh sure. Oh sure. Of course. Of course. Oh, it don't fucking stop. So anybody got a profile on her? What? She's from Nigeria. I was like, what the fuck? Oh God. Like the fuck out of here with this shit. God damn. A report by Onyx Impact. Oh, conservative commentators like Candace Owens among the most influential distributors of false information, according to the report, followed by a variety of sources such as platforms geared toward the Black manosphere. Oh, okay. So Nub Glory, you were right. There is in plain sight, Black manosphere. Who represents the Black manosphere? Content creators like LAR Movement. Content creators like the Roger Report Live. Content creators like Edward Anderson. Content creators like BGS Ibmore. Content creators like myself. Who represents that? Who represents that? But when every time they mention that shit, they talk about fresh and fit. It's always fresh and fit. Like fresh and fit's like, we don't say black people are stupid. They do. I mean, yeah, we do have issues. And Prof. Dave said, General Tito, every black man with a Gmail account and a channel isn't Black Manosphere. They are targeting Black Manosphere for a reason. For a reason, because we're like a group of black men who are crazy enough not to ask permission to speak first. Like a lot of these husbands around here. Me being a husband myself, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Black American women in the Democratic Party are the two biggest black misanders in America right now. It said, of course, she's from Nigeria. Yeah, man. I mean, like, no, they mentioned a Black manosphere in this article, but no one they mentioned is Black manosphere. Yeah, but still, content creators on this side of the space are representing and claiming Black manosphere. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it risky to claim Black manosphere. You know, just like I claim Black manosphere, because they're really trying to put that hate group label on it. And the haters that, you know, especially the ones that see you getting cash apps and super chats, they're trying to stick that hate group label on you. You know, one thing you have to do is you have to have the courage to endure and push back. There's nothing wrong with you pushing back on this shit. There's nothing wrong with any black man in this space pushing back on. And why you won't push back, I don't know. I think some people are just plain fucking afraid because they're afraid that their platforms are going to get snatched. Like, and I mean, I get it, but then again, man, they're going to snatch you anyway. Like, you know, like I said, and this is kind of a sentiment to what General Tito was saying. And, you know, they say whatever the hell they want about General Tito, but General Tito don't give a fuck at all. But it's like every time there's a black man that's a content creator, and I've heard Super Sly say this a couple times. Like they would try, like who's that dude, that EDP 445, that fat motherfucker who trying to meet up with 13-year-olds. he like dudes like that automatically try to like they automatically try to stick the Black Manosphere on. Oh, this guy's Black Manosphere. EDP 445 is Black Manosphere. Ooh, you know, and like we don't even know this motherfucking dude. This shit's stupid, man. It's like you go above and beyond to try to slander a group of men just because I don't know jealousy and insecurity, but then you got that on top of this bullshit right here. These motherfuckers ain't Black Manosphere. Reporter identifies some platforms like the nationally syndicated radio show The Breakfast Club as a gateway influence. Oh God. Trigger word gateway, because they call weed the gateway drug to more dangerous and harmful drugs. And I'm sitting up there like, what, more weed and junk food? Yeah, junk food is a dangerous drug. Yeah, so I would agree with gateway in that way, but now they're trying to stick it on gateway influencer or an authentic online space that holds critical space for stemming the tide of disinformation. Disinformation. Okay, one thing that YouTube does try to put a stop to is disinformation. And there's a lot of content creators that cite their sources anyway. We cite our sources. I mean, hell, we even put them on the screen so so people won't know that so people will know that we're not full of shit. I mean, but this mainstream media is hitting new lows when it comes to influencers because people are tired of the bullshit. People are tired of being lied to by mainstream media. They're tired of it. But I mean, the site Fresh and Fit, no, we good on that. And the Breakfast Club, now we gonna have the Breakfast Club trying to do damage control. We don't hate women, look, we got Just Hilarious right here. Well, fine, so, but she, shoot. So okay, they're saying, let's see, 3 other effective sources of disinformation the reports note are extreme Black nativists and separatists like foundational Black Americans. Oh, that's Tariq. Oh, like that he be claiming FBA. Who else claimed FBA? Misha X. No, or is it Yvette Carnell considers it Tone Talks. They consider themselves ADOS. So, I mean, but FBA, that's straight up Tariq Nasheed. We don't believe the concept of Pan-Africanism has stressed that people who are not descendants of enslaved people should speak for or on behalf of Black Americans, as well as health skeptics such as Risa Islam, an activist and self-proclaimed intellectual extremist who has said without evidence that childhood vaccines destroy the brain chemistry and has led to that is scientifically proven. Jesus. They said, according to the CDC, it is not true. None of the other information. Yeah. This is like I said. They always look for people who look like this to lead the charge against us. Dr. Thunder, what's good? Salute to you. They always look for people who look like this to lead the charge. So they can elicit the sympathy. Oh, look, and they got the search results. They got Cory Booker's stupid ass. And they got Stacey Abrams, like shoot. I'm surprised that other bitch didn't pop up. Joy Reid. I mean, but like I said, Black men, we need to stand on something, man. Like you need to stand on something. Like you got a lot of these haters out here that say, "Oh, I don't care what they're saying about us. It ain't me. It ain't me. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be all you content creators, all you Black men content creators. Hell, Dr. Thunder was mentioned in an article before. Yeah, this guy right here, he was mentioned in an article before, and like that shit came out of left field because Dr. Thunder is not, and like he's not. I would say he's not as angry a person as I am. He's quite subtle with his shit. You know what I'm saying? And he presents tangibles. Like he's like just saying. Like, if the Black Manosphere didn't matter, I mean, mainstream media wouldn't be trying to come at our throats. I mean, I'm not saying like in particular. Look, they put Candace Owens up here. Get the fuck out of here with that. Constant repetition of false and misleading information. No matter how kind of absurd the disinformation is, said Osa, can be effective across audiences, regardless of income, education, or class. Disinformation works because the more times we hear something, the more likely we are to believe that it's true. So she's trying to she's trying to fudge in the Adolf Hitler propaganda technique. Like so just yeah, this is very mild comparison to Hitler right there. Narratives with the highest reach impact across the networks, the reports say, including misleading narratives focused on the promises that these networks say President Joe Biden has broken civic engagement issues that stoke division. I mean, when like I said, Joe Biden would not have been able to get away with what he said in the 80s and the 90s. Talking about some, you have a problem with me or Trump, you ain't black. Who are you as an old ass white man to determine my blackness? Owens tweeted without evidence. Yeah, they trying to stick, like, why try to stick Candace Owens on us? Earlier this year, for example, Owens tweeted without evidence that vaccines cause an explosion of childhood cancer, but experts through data have denied uh, that any links exist. In another instance, Owens shared inaccurate information that the shooter that killed 21 people, including 19 children at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, in 2022 was transgender, an assertion that was based on the wrong photos of the shooter. Oh, was it the wrong photos? Critics Critics have also repeatedly slammed a popular gossip site, The Shade Room, for being a hub of disinformation, particularly on issues related to Biden. Yeah, this is a protect Joe Biden. Like this is some Democratic shield nonsense, and y'all keep believing that damn the Democrats are actually for you as black people. No, they're for themselves. The outlet once reported. I mean, but like I don't have no, you know, it's not like I'm taking up for the Shade Room. I mean, somebody told me a while back that like it was the Shade Room in Lipstick Alley wrote articles on my Facebook group. I said, I wish you could have sent me that shit so I could have a screenshot so I could present it to the YouTube channel. But yeah, black men being brutally honest with everyone in his heyday caused quite the stir. I would say that. Because I mean, like one group thing is like, I wouldn't let black women come in and be on that bullshit. I mean, for real, I wouldn't let them do it. Like, at least without an answer to it. But you know, these women want us to kiss their asses so fucking bad, like for shitting on us. And I mean, I see it all around the state. I mean, the space rather. When it is left unchecked, experts said, "Oh, did experts really say that?" Disinformation can have a devastating effect on the most marginalized communities, including harmful physical and mental health. Like, God, this is so dumb. Timothy Welbeck, a civil rights attorney and director for the Center for Anti-Racism at Temple University, said this information presented as fact has a heightened ability to influence black communities' decision-making in ways never before seen, particularly less than 5 months from a presidential election. Okay, let me see who Timothy Welbeck is. Okay, we already seen who this is. This chump. Okay, so let me see. Timothy. I just want us to see who's actually speaking for us. Here we go. Oh, he's an actual black guy. The actual black guy got a black wife. You wearing a virtue signaling African garb. All right. Oh, he seems like an activist as well. So let me see. Let's see about Welbeck. I like to see who's trying to represent us. Timothy Welbeck is a director of anti-racism at Temple University, a civil rights attorney. Why have I never heard of him before? We'll know where he's from. I mean, he looks like he's from America. So, I mean, but you know, he's talking about disinformation impacting the black community. So I don't have too much smoke for this guy. I don't, but you know, one of these misguided souls, I would say. Let's see. Is there anything else that's important to this article? Oh, a national survey published this month by the media reform group Free Press found that 79% of adults in the U.S. worry that what they read online, including fake or false information with the deliberate goal to confuse. A poll of 3,000 people, because that's enough, across the U.S., they also found that 76% of respondents are concerned that they were reading misleading information online about the presidential elect. Okay, so this is what this is about: the fucking presidential election. It's not about, okay, trying to deter um, what, black people, in particular black men, are trying to tell their communities, since this fucking Western culture won't tell them. It's about, okay, trying to deter all of the criticisms of one President Joe Biden. So it seems like it's a Democratic Party agenda right there. You got people out here being mad at black men. You got Stacey Abrams, uh, Simone Sanders, Joy Reid, who are Democratic skills, always saying shit about black men. And you got the mainstream media as well that has hopped up on the bandwagon. I mean, I keep telling y'all this shit is going on. Hey, but I think that the people watching right now, we understand, but we have to get a more of a widespread understanding, and not disinformation or misinformation, because those ain't nothing but damn trigger words. So there's another name for words like that. Let's see. Uh, Said the writer of this article has labeled the Black Manosphere extremist. That is a very dangerous label. It will be greatly appreciated if you did a live stream addressing it. Yeah. Dr. Thunder will probably be more tactful than me. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't appreciate it. That targets any black man that does a podcast. Said in other words, a Nigerian woman wants black immigrants to lead the discussion on issues that concern black Americans. Many of these black immigrants are colonizing agents for the Democrats. Yeah. I agree. They do not have our best interests in mind. In fact, they don't like us very much at all. I mean, if you hear a lot of online banter, a lot of our criticisms come from Africans, who have the same skin tone as us. First paragraph is obvious. This was Deal trying to convince black people that Biden ain't bad. It's all misinformation. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I mean, shoot. Sometimes our people trust the mainstream media a little bit more than they trust these online spaces, because it's dressed up in it's wrapped up in a pretty package. I'm saying it has $1 million machine backing them. It looks more professional. Like I said, more good looking. So when you come to spaces like this, who are just starting out, like me, you know what I'm saying? I got a GIF in the background, I got a camera on. It's my laptop camera. It's not a actual high definition camera, which I hope to get one day. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit this platform does not look good as a mainstream platform. And our people, we love everything shiny. So, we'd rather believe those guys than to, believe a person that actually cares about talking to you as a real person. So I get it. People will gravitate toward that, and they are more likely to listen to those people than they would listen to us. And then they constantly spread this whole thing. You can't believe everything that you see on the internet, which is true. But like I said, YouTube has policies and community standards in place that will, deter misinformation and disinformation. Just like, when I was watching YouTube in 2009, 2010, 2011, I used to be on the conspiracy theory stuff. And that was why they considered misinformation and disinformation. And they snipped all those channels. So, I mean, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get YouTube to tighten up on spaces like this. Okay, if you don't talk the way we want you to talk, then we're gonna cut your ass down. But like I said, all these shit on black men channels, that's around here. They don't want to pay any attention to that. So, I mean, all I'm just trying to establish is this. I mean, just getting back to the topic, that they are trying to bully you. Mainstream media is trying to bully us. Bullying the threat. I would say in that context, we're seeing it, and they're trying to bully us. Is that a necessary evil in that context? No, it's not a necessary evil. Not in that context, anyway. Bullying is necessary when it's the actual iron sharpens iron thing. know what I'm saying? Teaching kids to be tough, to fight back and such. And the ways these kids are being raised these days, they're raising, they're trying their best to raise them to be pussies. So any one of us as young kids, I mean, yeah, especially like I can't tell a black man with a son. Oh yes, I can because I'm somebody. So I can tell them, man, shit. Like, don't be afraid for your kids to get tough. They don't have to become bullies in the way that they have to become gang members or something like that. I'm just saying, just teach them to have some wherewithal about themselves. Because you see what they're up against. You see what the mainstream media is pushing. They are pushing to pussify black boys. But it's a real hardcore push. Sonny's Hot Rod was good. I'm trying my best with the topic you suggested. So I mean, you just got to have to approach this carefully because, all of these anti-bullying campaigns that are around here. And then, people say, oh, did you say bullying was right? Yeah, bullying is right to an extent. But, you're also being bullied as black men and as black content creators. And, the thing is like there are some guys like in this space that will tell you the opposite of what I'm saying. They was saying like, oh, well, you don't need to do that. I don't care. Like, be wary of niggas like that. And I do understand, you try to establish Marcus Romero Productions was good. You try to establish that, that we should let too many things rattle us or too many things throw us off the mission. I get that. Or, you have to look like a solid dude that alphas his way through it. You got to alpha your way through it. You know what I'm saying? How you think these guys got to wherewithal to alpha their way through it? Nobody pushes more disinformation and misinformation than the Democratic Party and their mainstream media allies, CSNBC and MSNBC. They're the one that's calling illegal immigrants migrants. Yeah. Choice of words. But people are more likely to believe a mainstream source dressed up in a pretty bow rather than believe like one of us. And then they'll say one of us is we're spreading disinformation and misinformation. That's why y'all see, that's why, like I've said this for the past few nights. Let me see. Support HR 8519. That's a bill that the House has proposed to fight online censorship to keep content creators such as myself going. Because I mean, this shit right here is going to become very subjective. They're trying to call everything misinformation and disinformation, and we know that isn't right. It's just that a lot of the times, like when we're up against such media giants, we submit, we tap out, we give up. And what do I say at the end of each show? Well, I haven't said it the last few times. I say if you don't, when you don't give up, you win. You don't. I heard like I've been watching some motivational videos, and I mean, like I'm not really the one to watch, like have to feed into stuff like that because I always fancied myself a strong person. But sometimes life wears down on me. I mean, one of my favorite quotes I heard today. A winner. Okay, the quote is like this: a winner is someone. No, wait a minute. Wait, no, let me see. A winner is a loser that tried one more time. We just got to keep trying. We just can't give up. We can't let this form of bullying overtake us. We can't let this form of trying to punch down overtake us. And, with what Lucas said, like tonight, he's not for black men. He's for himself. He tried to consider himself one of the blackest men, and I don't see no black man. I mean, for real, I see some guy is too big for his fucking britches. Not black man in the sense of not black man in the sense of how we perceive black or how I perceive black. MRP says, I don't watch cable news networks. They say some dishonest, uninformative shit all the time. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, RT News, etc. They all spread misinformation. Yeah. I'm like, cause like, some people in my life would try to argue with me about, well, the internet versus mainstream media. And I was like, this is an argument you cannot have with me. I mean, where were we when like do we remember when we were saying fight the power and all that shit? It was about that shit. Like that the media kept lying and being very dishonest about black folks. Now we just gonna side with them because some presidential candidate hurt our feelings on Twitter. Like the fuck out of here. Like I don't watch them either. I lost faith in mainstream media after the 2016 election. I saw that, how they did Bernie Sanders and I mean, like, I used to be a huge Bernie guy, but it's just like this. If you were going to be that one-sided about it, and then you're going to have our people like Bakari Sellers and who was that, Donna Brazil, you're going to have them come forward and be shields and believe that they can speak for us on these issues. No, I'm good. I'm good on you guys. I'm good on your side. I developed a disdain for both Donna Brazil and Bakari Sellers. Like, because of that. Because, I mean, like, the way they jumped on the Hillary Clinton bandwagon, I'm like, man, that is a horrible look. Exactly. The freedom of speech bill pushed by Trump Republicans in the House to stop censorship from the Democrats and big tech is very important. I don't trust mainstream media. That's why I became a researcher. Yeah, you can always research the information for yourself. Not every bully is an asshole or something going with them. Maybe they see a threat in the person they're bullying. It's a way of alerting about this potential threat. Yeah, you gotta go great lengths to prove that though. Like, but I get what you're saying though. I mean, sometimes bullying means that they just want to make you better. And I mean, like, I would try to come up with a fleeting example of that before this show is out. RPM said, I never liked Bernie. The thing that kind of, I don't know, downturned me on Bernie Sanders, why I stopped being a Bernie guy is he called himself a feminist. Bernie Sanders called himself a feminist. Either he was being dead ass serious or he was pandering. But either way, that didn't sound good to me at all. I mean, it didn't. I mean, it was silly shit. The free stuff, though, I wouldn't have minded the free stuff. I mean, you want something for your vote. I don't give a damn what you say. You want something for your vote. And it's just like these old, we voting Democrat make me feel good. No, that's not good enough anymore. Bernie Sanders is a communist. He actually uses fancy words like democratic socialist because he wants to change the narrative. Yeah, I was on that like I said, I was on that bandwagon for a while. I mean, I really pushed back against people calling him a communist, but I don't know. I mean, if you calling yourself a feminist, it might be a little bit plausible. I'm sorry, I don't trust feminism. I don't. It's like, you might have some you might have some simp complaining about what I just said. Oh, feminism. Art Stahl, what's good? So, Art, did you catch any of the presidential debate or that fucking joke that they call a presidential debate? Like I said, I watched it for about 5-10 minutes. I was like, I couldn't do it anymore. It's like Biden looked like he was about to fall over. I mean, he looked like he was doing his absolute best to stay standing. I mean, it is what it is, man. The dude, 81 years old. After 80, unless you eating like perfectly healthy and you're taking care of yourself on a regular basis, you're gonna decline after 80 years old. I mean, I watched it, with my grandparents. I mean, my grandfather, he was a military guy, but he smoked cigarettes all his life. So he developed dementia and he died at 83 years old. But I mean, if someone were to tell me that Joe Biden wasn't long for this world, I would say that was very plausible. I mean, it's just like he just looked like he was just in space. He was trying his best. And Trump ain't really, he said, you'll touch on it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably come through. Yeah, but I mean, Trump, like, you got to think about him too. He an old white man too. So, I mean, shit, who knows what's going to happen to him in the next 1 or 2 years? Bernie Sanders dodging the reparations is what made me look at him with the side eye. I didn't know he identified himself as a feminist. Though. Yes, he identifies himself as a feminist. And I don't so much blame Bernie for, the reparations thing because he's a white man. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, he's gonna say, well, we can't get nothing done with reparations. It'll be too hard to pull off. I mean, but you gotta understand, someone else said that exact same thing. And his last name is Obama. Yeah, he dodged the reparations issue. Oh, it'd be too hard. But at least Bernie said, well, you give reparations other ways. You try to fix infrastructure. You bring opportunity. You bring opportunity to the black community. You do reparations in other ways. But, giving out checks now. I mean, not like, it's not like they signing billions and billions of dollars over to other countries. Like, didn't they just sign $400 billion to Israel and the Ukraine? Like $400 billion. $400 billion. Like, you gotta start looking at stuff like that. That's why I'm so indifferent to the political process now. Because I mean, is any of that shit really for us? AOC, Donald Brazil, Hillary Clinton, Tulsi Gabbard, and Obama met with a Chinese communist spy during the early to mid 2010s. Shit is crazy. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard, didn't she defect to the Republic? Like, is she claiming Republican now? Because she used to be like staunch Democrat. Now she's not a Democrat anymore. Let's see. Donald Brazil, AOC. AOC is a face they're putting up. She's just a face for the camera. Hillary Clinton. Like that night in 2016, I gave Hillary Clinton a help this bitch vote. Because I was on the whole Trump might be the worst thing that ever happened to the country thing too. I was on that in 2016. I was not happy when Trump won. But then 4 years later, when I saw that, well, it probably wouldn't have made a difference one way or the other. Okay, just watch that J word. You know how they are. He's gonna support reparations, even though. You mean he's not gonna support reparations, even though his people got reparations? Yeah, they did. Not that I was really expecting reparations anyway. If they're not gonna pay reparations, I think that it's an issue that's always on the table, and it's a political hot button. But they're never gonna do it. They're never going to do it. We would never receive a check for it. The plan was to get as far away removed from slavery as possible, so they wouldn't have to pay anything. They don't want to give black people an actual chance. To compete. Not like they didn't start their corporations during slavery. They got a list of corporations they got that are still going strong today. That was started during slavery. I think GE is one of them. I like Tulsi. Yeah, when they was doing that presidential debate, I think it was back in 2020 when they was trying to decide on who the candidate was going to be. Tulsi Gabbard told Kamala Harris up. She ripped Kamala Harris a new one. And then Kamala Harris would eventually drop out, but then she'll get chosen as the vice president, the running mate for Joe Biden. And then everybody was in the mainstream media was pushing, oh, he got a black woman. Oh, it's just a black woman right there. And then she claimed Mindy Kaling's race as soon as they won. Yeah, Sunny's Hot Rod. Yeah, call them small hats because they're like the LGBT community. Once you say something negative, if you even so much as say LGBT, then all of a sudden you need to be ostracized. I know some of y'all don't care. Oh, we got to get the truth out there. But think about the channel. Seriously. Feminism is a derivative of socialism. Karl Marx in the Communist Manifesto said he would make women the head of corporations. And ooh. Okay. Not that I say that I have a strong objection to female leadership, but, I kind of do have a strong objection to female leadership. I mean, so I only like Tulsi because of her fat ass, LOL. Yeah, let me Google some pictures after I get off here and see if we can see Tulsi Gabbard's fat ass. The political process can definitely work for we Black American men. But in order for that to happen, we have to develop a political agenda, and then only vote for politicians who implement it. Yeah, because they put in so much emphasis on the black vote. Yeah. He said, LOL, he's not wrong. Marx did say that, LOL. Oh, okay. So, but is that the only reason why everybody is like they're against Marxism? Yeah, they say that he was going to put women in charge of corporations. It's like, oh, dude, like feminism. Feminism was conceptualized by Wilhelmina Drucker, but it was named feminism by a white man, and that's who named it. But it was conceptualized by Wilhelmina Drucker, and is actually a derivative from the women's suffrage movement. You know, you had Anne Marie Stewart, you had this Stanton sisters, more famously Elizabeth Cady Stanton. You had Susan B. Anthony, and what these movements do, they piggyback off other movements. Like, you know, they piggybacked up off of the abolitionist movement, so that's why they were able to gain so much momentum back then. So, because you know they try to, it was I would say an early, really rough draft version of intersectionality. Women's suffrage, strong supporters of abolishing slavery. Yeah, they piggybacked off of it. Then like black men were gonna get the right to vote, but then white women went to black women like, oh well, you know, you gonna let them vote, not give you the right to vote, and then bam, there you go, feminism. Oh yeah. You just said it till they found out black men were gonna get the vote. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, but support HR 8519. Support that. Support it. Support it with all you got. You know, if you want to fight online censorship, if you don't want people trying to bully you out of the narrative, I mean, there you go. Let me check my dislikes because this TubeBuddy app is acting like shit. Oh, okay. I increased by 1 dislike. Knew that was gonna happen. Probably have a couple more when I wake up tomorrow morning. Yeah. So anyway, it's been an hour and a half. Hour and 22 minutes. Getting a little tired here. I don't know if I touched on bullying enough. I mean, but what do you call a bully that is, I don't know, looking for a better means to an end rather than to be a bully in the actual context? Because like I said, you got a lot of anti-bullying campaigns. You know, the fact of the matter is that online bullying is something that they consider to be a serious issue. Do we bullies an apology if their victims become a greater? Do we owe bullies an apology if their victims become a greater threat to society? I mean, if their victims become a greater threat to their society, I would say that they failed in their bullying. They failed. I mean, what's the point? And then it could be seen as, hey, because of the bullying, the victims became the greater threat. Shoot. Think about it though. Some kind of pud sniffer. I mean, I have no idea what that is, but it sounds pretty bad. Gets bullied in school and then he becomes a cop. Just to get back at that bullying instead of saying, hey, you know, I could have just fought back. Yeah, I need some other way to feel like a man. So it could have an adverse effect on one's psyche. Because when you say it like that, that means that the bullying was ineffective and created a bigger monster. But if bullying is necessary to the point where it'll make somebody tougher, because sometimes bullies get into the fight with their victim and then they end up being the best friends on the planet. I was never a bully though. I was never a bully. I wouldn't say I was bullied, But in the sense of online, when you see someone bullying someone and they're a threat to the narrative, all you got to do is present straight facts to them, and then they will they'll shit their pants. I've seen it many, many times how you can stop an online bully. But, to stop bullies in real life, that's something else. But, yeah. But y'all got any questions in the chat? It's like, any of y'all got any questions? Because I might go ahead and shut this down. That's how our new stall. The other side was comparing that debate to yours or AB's panels. Like the gooch from Different Strokes. But that's what I mean, Kev. If someone is acting odd, don't we have the right to call it out? Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do. Call out all stupidity. Call out all the oddities. Call out anything that might be a detriment to us in some way, shape, or form. Call it out. But can we? But is bullying the best choice of words, though? That's what I keep that's what I keep coming up with in my head, But yeah, so someone acting odd, can he really be saying, oh shit, oh, let me stop that. Can someone really can you really call that a bully though? But like I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to do my best with this topic, that you suggested. Anybody else got any topics they want to suggest? Because I'm gonna talk about the Saturday. I'm gonna talk about the Ninja Turtle, that guy. The pop balloon guy. And, talk about self-esteem and options, because the more and more I look at that interview, like, many of us will say he was clapping back, but I look at it more and more and I'm like, was it really the way he approached things? It seemed as if he was kind of taking the rejection a little bit personal. And I'm always the kind of guy that's like, you can't win everybody. Maybe we should leave this topic for the smoke show. Well, your autocorrect is fucking with you. Kev says Joe Biden is such a bad candidate. Do you think Democrats will replace him possibly with California governor and open borders advocate Gavin Newsom? I don't know if the Democrats have any hope at this point. They had since, I would say, probably since last year to come to this realization. And if they haven't come to it yet, then I don't know how they're going to come to it. And then you got like a certain demographic of black voters that's going to vote blue no matter who. That's their stance. That's the kind of shit that people like Roland Martin are pushing. People like Willie D, who is an online influencer. That's the kind of shit he's pushing. Talk about growing up in the South. Motherfuckers have no idea, especially back in the day. Man, bruh. Let me tell you like this, man. Like, people from other parts of the country that are in particularly black have no respect for anything that's gone on in the South. Like they don't. It's bullshit. And they are like, people have smug shit to say about the civil rights movement, but hey, what was your ass doing around that time? What were your parents doing around that time? I know what my parents and my grandparents have told me, about everything that happened back then. They actually went through it. Like, my dad used to get chased home by racists. So it ain't shit you can tell me about the civil rights movement. Like, seriously. Like, that's one of them hot buttons with me. So, it's been an hour and a half. I don't know. I just, said, talk about growing up in the South. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta I should have too much difficulty finding a way to do that, but man, I'm getting tired. These yawns are getting more numerous. So I might try to bring this subject back up again just so I can have a better approach, come with some actual stuff this time to say. I mean, but thanks for sticking it out with me. Thank you very much. Yeah, and here we go. Clue Channel, what's good? And I will see you guys on Saturday. So long live the habitual line steppers, and don't give up, black man, by any means. Let's win. So I often think about that when I see old white men. All right, there's a prime example. Kev is a pop the balloon guy. Girl rejected him because he's acting weird. LOL. Yeah, it was a little weirdness on his part, but I'm gonna go through that video on Saturday night. I don't know, maybe have some guests come through. Who knows? But anyway, that's it. Long live the habitual line steppers. Don't give up. Don't give up, black man. We are in this to win this. Remember that. And peace out.